Lazy Sunday here, just sitting at the house. Dogs are inside chilling, and I figured I'd do some more RC stuff on this video. So I'll focus on another one of my favorite RC cars. I got a lot of them, so hang in there. We'll get through them all eventually. But today's going to focus on more off-road. So today we're taking a look at one of my favorite RC off-road trucks. It was made by a company called RC Four-Wheel Drive, who specializes in scale crawling style stuff. So this is RC Four-Wheel Drive's Trailfinder 2. This is a really nice scale crawling truck. It's real accurate. It's electric, clearly, and it has a lot of scale features on it that I really like. One of the things I added here was this winch. This is a real functioning winch as well. So I'm running the truck with a Futaba 3PM because it has a third channel. And the third channel I actually use in order to engage and disengage the transfer case, because there is a low and high range on it. So starting out with the chassis, this is a full steel full chassis. It's not like a unibody or anything like that. It's a real accurate reconstruction of a full-size, full-scale truck. It even has leaf springs. You can see the leaf springs here working, and it's got gas shocks to go with it. These are straight axles, as you can see, solid axle front and rear. So no BS, real accurate stuff. And you can see we got quite a bit of articulation. Lifts pretty good before that back tire comes off. So that's a real nice scale style movement and articulation. The transfer case obviously is a great plus. The electric motor sits in here. I'm running a 10 shock brushless setup in it. The diffs are locked. They're not a limited slip or anything, front and rear. And you can see we've got the tires that it comes with are really real good scale looking tire, real soft, and they're mounted to a two-piece wheel that actually has these realistic looking lug nuts. Now the lug nuts don't actually apply to a hub per se. It is a hub, but the hub itself is bolted on with this axle nut. So I guess it is kind of accurate. The thing is the wheel would come apart if you take the lugs off. But it does attach to, you can see that hub right there, and then it has like a typical style mounting hub in the middle. But either way, really cool truck. This one I've outfitted with lights as well. I'll turn it on real quick here. I can show you what we're working with. Okay, so with the truck on, we'll turn the radio on. As you can see, we got tail lights and headlights. These are LED headlights. Pretty cool. Just gives it a nice scale effect. And you can see nice solid turning. And if we engage the throttle a little bit, you can see that's the high range. And then low range, if I hit this switch here, now we're in low range. Or vice versa, I can't remember. Let me see here. Let's try. Put it down on the ground. Oh, that's our low range. So if I hit the switch, now we're in high range. A lot more speed that way. And I have a drag brake on it as well, so that when I'm coming on a steep incline, it will automatically hold in its position. I don't really have too much around here to play with terrain-wise, but there are a couple of parks around here that do have some cool little structures and things to work with. You can see, let me see if I can get this with one hand here. But you can see the winch here. It's not that easy to, this is just for looks. It's not really, it does work. I have a switch hooked up to it right here. But it's not that easy to do with one hand. Let me see here. Okay. So you can see here I pulled out some of it there. And then if I hit the switch the other way, it brings it in. And it's a 3-position switch, so it's kind of tough to get it to go. But I just did it for looks, and it is functional, so it does actually do something. But I never really use it. This thing doesn't really get stuck, and if it does, I'm just picking it up. Some of the real scale guys, they'll use the winch like where they can't even touch the truck. They'll just get out, grab the winch, put it on a thing, and actually pull themselves out. I'm not that crazy into it, but I do enjoy the scale stuff. So that's the Trail Finder 2. Hope you guys enjoy it. Here's an underbody shot so you can kind of see everything that's going on down here. You can see the drive shafts, and you can see the transfer case and everything. So a really cool truck. Again, RC 4-wheel drive. It's a really really nice truck if you want to do some crawling and stuff. Well, here's the steering servo, you can see there. And then the servo, like I said, the Traxxas servo in there. Actually, the Traxxas servo is hooked up to the transfer case. But anyway, really cool truck. Got like a Toyota style body. You can add all kinds of crazy stuff to it. It's pretty rugged, it's pretty strong. I've done a lot of interesting maneuvers with it. I used to have a little set that I used to use to crawl around on, but I don't have it anymore. But that's another one of my favorite RCs. Hopefully you guys like it. If you want one of your own, go cruise online and pick yourself one up. You have to assemble the whole kit, so it's definitely not for the beginner. This is more of an intermediate to advanced build. It does take a lot of fidgety, I would even say it's advanced. I wouldn't even go intermediate. It's a pretty fidgety kit to put together. You got a lot of little tiny pieces, and it's a little overwhelming for someone who's not really experienced with kit building. So definitely a cool truck though. Check one out yourself. And now I want to go get a GPS. I need to go get a new GPS unit so I can start testing speeds, because I want to start doing speed runs again. And if I'm going to be running the XL1 and the dragster, we're going to have to accurately see the speeds. So I'm going to go pick up a little GPS, maybe go do a speed run with the dragster on 2 cells, because the new batteries are coming. So let's go get that. Alright, so I've got the little drag car out, the Traxxas drag car, funny car, and I have a GPS. It's a GPS watch. It's a Garmin 35, a Forerunner 35 that's strapped on here. So we're going to test the speed. This is only on 2 cells and the battery's kind of already dead, but I just want to test it anyway, just to show you guys what I'm going to be using to kind of test speed. I have another little GPS that I usually put on too for redundancy, but for now we're just going to be doing this because I'm not really trying to get any speed run out of it per se. So we're on a decent amount of power here. You can see how it launches. Pretty good. Set the trim, not into a wall. Alright. We'll make the pass coming this way. Ready?
Yep.
Alright, that was pretty smooth.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah, like I said, the battery's pretty much dead, but it still moves pretty decently. Probably like 40-something miles per hour right now. Let's find out. Okay, so now that we made a pass, obviously not a crazy pass, but a pass nonetheless, we'll go ahead and stop the timer over here and pull the GPS off. And now, let's go back here. So we'll go into the app and we'll look for our different activity. And here we go. So this shows our last run right here. That was 42.5 miles an hour. So that gives you an idea of what to expect. This is 2 cells, again, pretty much dead. So about 45 miles per hour on 2 cells. I think on 3 cells it'll probably do about 60, and then 4 cells will get into the higher speeds. So we'll see. With this gearing, it's not too bad. I'd like to see on 4 cells, I'd like to see like 90.
90?
Yeah, we'll see what we can get out of it. So, as you can see that the system works, we're able to check speed. We're going to increase power now as I get the new batteries. I still don't have them yet. But I wanted to just do a little launch. You can see I dialed it up a little bit, extra power, and you can really see, if you get close, you'll be able to see it actually do a wheelie when it launches. It's got a wheelie bar on it too. So, ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Oh, I lost traction there. I'll try again. Ready?
Yep.
it just blows the tires loose. So cool though.
This thing is cool. It spins it. It's just spinning it.
It just goes.
This thing is quick.
All right, I'm bored. I want more power now. Let's get those batteries.